Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet. That's Erica.
That's Judgy Christian.
And that's Josh.
And we are
the Judgies.
Guys, look, I'm coming in hot. I'm on my ADHD shit tonight.
Oh.
My girlfriend and I, Aurora, watched The Cat in the Hat. Not The Cat in the Hat. Completely separate. Great movie. We watched Scooby Doo, the live action one.
Which
the first
one?
Spooky Island. Okay.
Oh, it's a good one.
And this might be a controversial take.
As are all of your takes.
That might be, like, no hyperbole here, the best movie ever made.
Yes, I honestly agree with that.
Like,
it's supposed to be very good.
For what?
Have you not seen it?
Not since I was 13, maybe.
Oh, we're going to watch it.
Jane, my D to fucking Velma.
So I do have a lot of issues with the movie, but for what the movie is like meant to be, it's so fucking good.
And it's got Sugar Ray in it, so like,
yeah,
obviously it's great.
So, and they do stunts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not just a scene. Like, they do like some zombie shit and chase down the crew. A spoiler
They
alert.
done it up.
But for like obviously you're gonna sit here and be like, what about like planes, trains, and automobiles, or like Citizen Kane, or like Titanic? You'd be like, okay, those all have like a different. Those are meant to be like sentimental and like good stories.
Okay, yeah.
But for what this movie is supposed to be, which is a live action remake of a Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a remake, like a live action telling of a Scooby Doo story.
It's meant to be dog shit. It's meant to just be utter dog shit.
It's so good. There is some racist
so
stuff in it, but I mean, it was from 2003, so
we're not making excuses. Freddie Prinze Jr., come on, you can do better than that.
Is that who does it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember if Freddie Prinze does it, but there is some definite. His wife, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who plays Daphne.
Mm-hmm. You know her name?
I know I do.
Sarah?
Nope.
No, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I couldn't remember it either. That's why I was like, you know it.
You got it. She does some weird stuff with. I mean, it's weird, but anyway, that movie's
like
fucking
hot
good.
Weird though.
No, like there's like a whole voodoo person on the island for no fucking reason.
Like super hot, right?
Well, no. Here's my.
Is it
other
only
take.
hot because I was 13 and I saw?
So Velma,
Velma.
Velma's whole character arc is like, I'm not hot, and that sucks for me, which is a bad character arc.
No, that's a pretty good character.
Because she goes to fucking NASA.
Okay.
All right, this is canonical. We don't need to talk about this too much.
No, let's do
a deep dive into Scooby Doo's.
But halfway through the movie, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, pause the pod, go watch it. It's amazing. You won't be disappointed. About halfway through the movie, they get captured by the bad guys and their soul gets sucked out of them. They get replaced by these monsters inside of them, right? And so Velma goes from like the nerdy chick into the hot chick. And so she's all preppy and she has like a ton of makeup on and then wears a shirt and she has like cleavage showing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then not long after, the monster gets pulled out of her and then she goes back into her body. But then she just keeps her tits out for no fucking reason.
I mean, yeah.
And watching the deleted scenes really puts it into context because there are some plot holes in the movie.
But if you watch the
deleted scenes, every single plot hole is like covered, and like it sort of explains why Velma did that. And they deleted not one, but two musical numbers from Velma specifically.
That's a good idea.
Which is fucking insane that she had two musical numbers.
That is wild, but I'm very glad they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
We not that long ago just watched a Scooby Doo movie, Zombie Island.
Fucking slaps.
It's one of the cartoon ones. It's such a good movie.
It's the best Scooby Doo movie ever made.
Hanna-Barbera had their shit together.
Hanna-Barbera?
Huh?
Hanna-Barbera?
Barbera.
It's Barbera. Erica's
one
fucking
of them's
dumb.
dead.
They're not both dead? How are they not both dead?
I think actually they might both be dead, but in 2003, the one was still alive and he had commentary on the DVD extras.
Oh.
Anyway, guys, what do we do here?
We go on long tangents about random shit.
And we go on long tangents about Reddit stories
and
that we read.
Sometimes I do that.
And
what were you saying?
And sometimes Erica does that. She's going to read some Reddit stories for us. We're going to laugh. We're going to guffaw. We're going to chuff. We're going to squeal.
Is chuff a word for laugh?
No, we're going to be chuffed. Absolutely,
Okay.
we're going to be chuffed.
Absolutely
We're going to
chuffed.
be chortled of ourselves.
Boys,
Gal.
are you ready for a new subreddit alert?
Ooh.
Bwah, 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 bwah.
Changing it up on
It's
us.
actually pronounced whoop.
Whoop. So this, I'll give you the title first.
Of the subreddit?
No.
Okay.
And then I want you to guess what the subreddit is.
All right.
Except for Christian can't guess because he already knows.
r/Scooby Doo movie.
You weren't supposed to read that, dude.
So the title of the post is, in brackets, Designer Fabrics. Members of Designer Fabrics Facebook group loses their mind after a person posts a bag they made to carry their gun in.
r/conservative.
I was going to say Second Amendment, 2A.
Mm-mm.
What is it?
r/hobby drama.
Hobby drama. Ah, the bag making is the issue here.
Mm-hmm.
That was a turn I was
You should have known that fabric never goes with a Glock 19. God damn it, Linda.
You ready?
Was I close?
No. Users in a coffee faucet pronounced, facet. Coffee facet. Pronounced coffee and facet like basset hound.
Okay.
So this Coffee Facet group worship their one and only true Lord, Coffee Facet. Can I say it enough?
I think we need a it was already
he was
not
a
a
coffee.
word.
She was a facet. Can I say it anymore?
Wasn't Mussolini a facet?
If he wasn't, then I don't know who was, man. When you were first saying, I did think she was trying to say covfefe, which is also very funny, spoken by another facet.
An older dude who designs unique and crazy fabrics. Mainly his target demographic is middle-aged to older ladies. So there is quite a lot of love for coffee.
They're all trying to fuck coffee?
This is like the Hugh Hefner of handbags.
Yeah. No, just a fabric. He's
Oh,
a
just
fabric
a-
designer.
Oh, he only makes... Okay.
He designs fabric.
Okay.
Okay. Cafe does world tours of his sewing classes, so a lot of the ladies in the group have met him too.
I didn't realize Cafe was his name.
Be warned, if you spell his name wrong, you will be swiftly chastised.
How's it spelled? So we know.
Kaffee. Just kidding, there's only one E. I was looking at the pronunciation.
You were about to be chastised.
Kaffee. Facet. Fasset.
Oh, I thought it was Facet.
Nope.
That's his name. It's just Cafe Facet then.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Facet.
Okay.
Yep.
We need to stop saying this word, guys.
We're gonna
This is a bad word.
We're gonna get. It's like actually
It's
a slur.
bad word.
It's a slur for.
Dude, it's his name. All right. Along comes a middle-aged American lady who loves guns and freedom.
Who doesn't,
Hell
brother?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Name one American lady who don't.
That's what I thought.
She proudly posts a picture of her gun bag using Cafe Facet's fabrics. Say that 10 times fast. To the utter dismay of some Karens in the group. Shit flinging ensues. How dare you use Cafe Facet on such a horrible weapon? Take this down. This is poor taste, and you should be ashamed. There were also people who were upset for other reasons. You can't tell her what to make and what to post. It's her freedom to use a gun, and there are no rules on what can be made from this fabric. There are tons and tons of offshoots of comments going in these general directions. The poor lady is harassed with private messages and eventually deletes her original post and posts a new post saying she is leaving and never encountered such hate in a sewing group. You think it would end here, but no. This whole incident set off a chain reaction. Suddenly posts start flying in on people asking for advice on how to make bags for their big black dildos, bazookas, lube, BDSM whips, you name it.
One of those things doesn't belong in that list.
Lube?
Bazookas.
Who needs a bag for a lube?
True. Honestly.
You're dumping it out of the container into just like a cloth bag and like, honey, we got to use this week. It's going to seep out.
Do you think the bag would act more like a sponge?
And then you could just fucking boof the bag.
What does that mean?
Shove it up the old poop chute.
That's what boof means?
Yeah.
It's hiding drugs or concealing contraband in your asshole, yeah.
You guys, you learn something
We
new
learned
every day
3
on
new
this
words.
pod.
Boof,
Cuff.
cafe, and facet.
All right. Basically anything that will cause offense. Women in the comments beg and plead for the post to be taken down, or they will have to leave the group and inform Cafe
Jesus fucking
or
Christ.
Cafe. They will give a written bollocking in the comments, left the group, and I
Is that
assume
a fourth new word? What's a balking?
Balking?
bollocking.
Oh, bollocking.
Bollocking.
Okay.
They were given a written bollocking
I
in the
heard
comments.
balking.
They
That's
left
a whole
the
other
group.
bag.
And I assume Cafe's PA, personal assistant, didn't even bother to read their inevitable messages. So what happened after this? Well, all the posts were deleted and things got back to normal. It was not mentioned nor talked about again, and everyone went back to asking questions or posting their creations in the group.
Wow.
Fucking
like it never
cancel,
happened.
cancel culture, dude.
My goodness.
In my mind, a gun bag is like just like a Fortnite skin for a gun, or like a Call of Duty skin. It's like absolutely tight on the gun all around, just to like make it look just fucking gaudy as hell.
Covfefe patterned.
It's just got like a bear with a parasol and like a baby crib over and over and over again on your fucking AR-15, and you're trying to act like a badass posting on a sewing group because you need validation online for your gun bag.
I can't wait when this episode's over to go look up what his fabric designs look like, because
I'll do it right now.
need to know.
Do you think it has any as much power as like a Frank Lloyd Wright? Is that his name?
Yeah, I hope so.
Like it's as important Frank Lloyd Wright is to the Chicagoland area. Like,
You mean the entire American architectural scene? But okay, go on.
but like,
You're not wrong. We have a very distinct love for Frank Lloyd Wright in our lives.
I mean, you're not Frank Lloyd wrong. But like, do you think there's like wherever this guy's from, like it's like the same thing of like every single like time there's somebody trying to imitate it, like, oh my god, is that a cuffet? And like, no, it's fake, honey. That's someone who tried to do it in the 80s who wasn't as good as him in the 30s.
Oh.
Is it bad?
I'm not a fan.
Are they ugly or are they offensive?
No, they're just ugly.
All I could think of this entire time was the classic Vine of
Oh, it looks like wallpaper from the 50s.
you spelt lipstick in my Valentino white bag. All I can think is you spelled lipstick in my Covfefe facet bag.
I literally tore that exact print off my fucking dining room walls.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Well, that one's just
Yeah,
flowers. That one's nice.
No. That's cabbage leaves. Let's be
Oh,
real.
what?
I mean, he's a cute little old man, though.
Oh,
That saves it.
damn.
And
Like,
He's
You
got
look
his
up a-
hooks in you.
on.
He's
How do I
got his
zoom
hooks
in on
in you.
this
You're trying to fuck
boy?
a
you
buffet.
look up a picture. He's got double harness
wanna-
pistols on both on both waists.
Cabbage, cabbage flower.
Like, look how cute he is. He's just like a cute little old guy.
That's how they lure you in, Eric. You shouldn't be
Mhm.
falling for this.
Look
Haven't
at
you ever
it.
seen the SpongeBob movie?
You hear how big his ego was? He loses it when you spell his name wrong.
No, the group loses it, not
It's
him.
It'd be like if you spelled Taylor Swift's name like Taler, and like Swifties would just not be having it.
It's true.
It's clearly AR. Come on.
Taylor.
15. What? Huh?
Yeah.
15.
So that's some hobby
AR.
drama for you guys.
Nice. Hobby drama.
Hobby drama.
I wish I could have been a part of that. Don't you like sometimes you read these stories and it's like, I wish I could have been there, like front row.
Yeah.
I don't want it like third hand account. I want to be on the sidelines to see the shit go down.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start joining Facebook hobby groups.
Do it.
Just
What hobby
like not
group
even
should I join?
hobbies that you're interested in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
like
Creep
obscure.
into. I'm gonna fake doing the hobbies. I'm gonna have to start learning Photoshop like actually proficiently so I can fake me doing hobbies.
Christian holding up a Valentino white bag. Now, you said hobby drama. Of course, I thought you were talking about Dobby Hama, which is when the elf from Harry Potter does something that Hama is, which is a waterbending master from the Southern Water Tribe.
Oh,
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Hama the bloodbender?
Yeah.
And there you go. I thought it was about Dobby Hama, which is where Dobby from Harry Potter is no longer a free elf because he's being controlled by Hama from Avatar.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
bending his
the
blood.
the two worlds cross paths.
Speaking of Avatar, did you guys see that they're gonna do a whole like new universe? And I'm just so excited about it. And they've got the original content creators, and I'm losing my mind. I'm so stoked for this, dude. Have you seen it?
I will say, if Scooby Doo is the best movie ever made, Avatar live action movie is the second best movie ever made.
No. If you would have
For
said
what
that
it's worth.
Avatar is the best TV show ever made, then yes, I would agree with you.
I'm pretty upset now. I know it was a joke, but it's still like I have such a visceral reaction to it that I'm still upset about it. I can't even laugh at this.
I don't know. I just feel like
Shut
Ong
the
wasn't
fuck
given
up.
a fair chance. Let's get on to the next Wong.
The next one, another new subreddit.
Woo! That's like 4 episodes in a row with new subs.
Yeah, well, it's going a little dry. Yeah. Can only read so many bad boyfriends.
That's fair.
So this one is called r/entitled parents.
Oh, baby. I know all about this.
We love you, Angel. At least we do. Me and Christian do.
Oh, we're talking about your mom.
Oh, then yes, I understand. Okay. This title is Entitled Mother and Kid Try to Steal My Cat from My Backyard.
That sounds like Eric and Tasha.
I think I saw this on the news.
No joke. This literally happened, and my cats are now locked inside. To make a long story short, my cats were lead trained to stay in the backyard, so I can let them outside when they're energized, and I'll just check on them every couple minutes. And they have stacked like outdoor furniture they love to hide in. One cat is very skittish around strangers, and she'll hide, while the other cats will just bolt if he's wary or energized. Both cats have a I'm tolerating you relationship. So when I looked to check on them, I was startled to see them both in a corner together. Then I saw the kid and her mother cornering them. I was pretty pissed and rushed out and started yelling at them, scaring the mom and her kid pretty badly. Of course, when my cats saw the door open, they rushed to it and mom tried to grab them. The female cat lashed out and clawed her hand pretty good, making the entitled mother yell and recoil, letting my cats escape inside. The entitled kid starts crying because the pretty kitties got away and she wanted a kitty cat right now.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, if I see something I want, I get it.
Obviously, you gotta have it right now.
Ariana Grande taught me that.
Okay.
Name
Entitled
the song, then.
7 Things. 7 Rings, sorry. 7 Things is Miley Cyrus. Also, her name was Kat on
also it's 10 things, but sure.
Victorious.
Miss Everdeen? Oh, okay, never mind. Different.
Entitled mother yelled at me that she was going to report me for assault. Well, I yelled from my back door that I was already on the phone with 911, reporting her for trespassing and attempted cat theft. Cat napping, if you will.
Oof. It's a serious offense.
Mm-hmm. She screamed at me in rage before grabbing her wailing kid and storming out of my yard. I had actually dialed 911 and the dispatcher heard the exchange and assured me that the entitled mother did try to report me. If she did try to report me, it wouldn't work because she was in the wrong. About 10 minutes later, cops pulled up and I gave my statement, descriptions, and pointed which direction the entitled mother and kid had fled.
Fucking narc.
The cops wrote it all down before one told me that I wasn't the first to call from this area. Apparently, the entitled mother had been attempting to lure out other pets her kids wanted.
Just roaming the neighborhood?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The cops were just trying to figure out who she was. No one, including me, recognized her or her kid, and she was getting more brazen. My yard was actually the first that they had trespassed onto. My cats are now being locked indoors for the foreseeable future, and I've warned a few of my neighbors who I know have pets about this in case they didn't know.
Those cats have to be so fucking annoying now.
Probably.
Once cats have a habit and just like, you know what? You're not going outside anymore. They are just going to, all fucking day, they're going to be scratching at the door and meowing at you.
What does it mean, lead trained?
I thought the same thing.
Because
like,
I know what a
they're-
lead is.
They're like, can be on a leash? What?
So what I'm guessing is like that's how you would lead train a dog. You put them on a leash and then you walk them around the perimeter of your property. And anytime they try to stay, you bring them back.
Or to leave, you mean?
I gotcha. Like anytime they try to leave your property.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
Stay.
So you said stay, which is
Oh.
what you want them to be doing.
Sorry, my brain's fried.
You fucking yank them. If they try to stay in your property, you yank them off of
You
it.
give them a boot. Kick them off.
It's a wild move by this mom. I can understand trying to steal somebody's dog because the worst part about getting a new dog is training it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get an already trained dog, that's smart. That mom's smart.
Yeah.
But a cat,
These cats are already trained, though.
that's why. But you
really-
never know what you're getting with a cat.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's a wild assumption. You're just gonna get a good cat.
It's a risk you have to take.
How old was the kid?
It didn't say.
Didn't say.
24.
So
Yeah, I don't think it said.
Yeah, trespassing into a neighborhood that you don't even. Why that neighborhood? Why that neighborhood
They got a lot of
specifically?
It has to be
animals.
like adjacent to their own.
You would think,
like,
right?
I can't steal a dog in my neighborhood.
Yeah, that'd
So-
be suspicious.
Yeah,
A couple
they're all
blocks
gonna.
over.
I go to take the dog for a walk one day, and then my neighbors are like, "That's my fucking dog." So I'll go to the neighborhood next door.
It's like why you go to the other neighborhood on Halloween. They got better animals. They got better candy bars.
That way, when they see your shit costume, you don't have to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he makes a note here. He or she didn't say. Anyway, they make a note. The yard is fenced, but it's a 5-foot high wooden one. So she had to be stalking out my yard. And given I tend to take baby boy on walks on his leash,
Oh,
Baby boy.
both cats are microchipped. And yes, there is now a baseball bat by the back door, but the cats are still staying in. Better to be safe than sorry.
Do you think he's training the cats how to use the baseball bat?
Yes.
baseball cat, baby.
Mm-hmm.
May only be 3 strikes, but there's 9 innings, just like there's 9 lives.
Boo.
That's why cats like baseball so much.
Mm-hmm.
When are we making?
It's not the butts and the baseball pants.
That's why you like it. When are we making?
The cat version of Air Bud with baseball. Who's gonna fund this project?
Huh? Do we make a Patreon stretch goal?
Yeah, I think so.
If we get to 1,000 monthly Patreons, we'll use that money to fund, shoot, direct, produce, cut, edit, and distribute
That should cover
Air
it.
Cat.
Don't even give the cat a name. Just call it cat.
Air Cat. Baseball, baby.
No thanks. I don't want to be a part of that project.
What would be the best position for a cat to play?
Shortstop. Oh, okay. Never mind. She knows more about baseball than me.
Worst is definitely. I mean, shortstop's one of the most important positions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a cat would be very good.
Probably
at it.
first base then, right? No, maybe third.
Outfield.
Like deep right, the one that nobody hits to.
No, you would want left.
Whatever.
Oh, no. Deep right. You're correct. I'm left-handed, so I always pull to the right side of the field.
So you want to be hitting to a cat? You want to bump your numbers?
You're trying to bump those
No,
numbers.
You're trying
You
to
know
get a
what?
ground triple.
You know what? I'm moving on to the
You're
next
trying
story.
to get in the park goddamn home run.
Moving on to the next story.
What would be the worst spot? Catcher, right? Just
It's gotta be catcher.
Pitcher? A cat can't throw.
you can't catch neither. You gotta
cat
get a new
can catch.
gotta get a new cat every pitch.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
take that cat out, throwing 90-mile-an-hour heaters at it.
All right, so
Well, what time we at? Should we take a little cat nap, or
Oh,
we got
this
time for
one's
another story?
This one's short, Christian.
Okay.
How about you listen to your wife for once?
yeah,
Well,
buddy.
You're not like a cat. You don't have 9 wives.
Better not.
I'll never tell.
I think we've done malicious compliance before, haven't we?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Can I get a whoop anyway?
No.
No, that would honestly sully the pod.
Yeah, it'd be an affront.
That'd be like landing
the
the pod, a plane. Continue.
Shut the fuck up.
Try telling a queer scientist that he has no choice. Okay. My husband,
Okay.
Chad,
Bad name.
is naturally a better decorator than many professional designers that have their own shows. Years ago, when he lived
This
in an
person's
apartment
biased.
complex, the rental office staff became aware of how beautiful he decorated his apartment. It really was award-winning, literally. Anyway, the apartment manager notified Chad that his apartment was going to be the model going forward. Chad was not happy with this development. Strangers moving through his personal areas, going through his things, possibly stealing things, unacceptable. The apartment manager was quick to mention that this was a part of Chad's lease.
There's no way.
Gotta
Suddenly,
read that lease, man.
an idea occurred to Chad. Are you allowed to move or cover up anything in my apartment? No, sir. We're not allowed to touch, move, rearrange, or cover up anything. He goes, thank you. Chad put up every piece of male erotica he possessed, and he even bought some more. Posters, figurines, serious art, even a pile of magazines found out on the coffee table like some kind of doctor's office. Chad called the rental office and warned them against bringing anyone in this apartment that was a child or squeamish about subject matter.
Good move.
The rental office immediately sent over one of their maintenance men to confirm. Check and mate.
Who just
Chad.
owns
Male erotica?
Well, not even just male erotica, just erotica.
In the
general.
year
People that aren't
in the year of our
ashamed by
Lord
sexuality.
2021.
I just think it's weird. I mean, I guess it can be art, but I feel like this is only like ultra rich people and like heavy cocaine users that have like like a golden bust of the male figure.
I mean,
Is that what you're imagining this guy put out?
Yeah.
Was like a bunch of Davids?
Yeah. Yeah, like David's and then like actual like art. You know, I always make the joke that all paintings just look like vaginas, but this would be like flowers, but they only look like penises instead.
Yeah. So they're like
I
the corn
mean-
dog weeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corn dog.
I don't know. What are they called?
cattails.
Tying it back together.
Sure. I call them corn dog weeds because they taste like shit. I think I imagine it's like sex toys and stuff was what he put out.
I
And
guess that
then
makes
he
more sense.
ordered like more stuff to really embellish it.
Okay. I think you're wrong, but
I think
this guy has a taste in designing, so I don't think it's just gonna be sex toys. It's gonna be cool art. It's gonna be cool shit. It's gonna be slick stuff,
like
neat stuff.
like the fat. What's the like the symbol of like fertility from whatever culture? Where it's just like the round lady that's like that, but dicks.
Yeah,
Like stuff from like 2000 BC.
yeah, just
But it's just like the first dildo. ever made.
ginormous phallic shaped objects.
I
Yeah.
used to know what that was called. That was like the first thing we discussed
I
in
think
my
it's
art
called, like,
history class.
Idol of fertility or something.
Probably.
Now this is a classic example of someone being in the right, but being so unlikable and douchey that I'm not gonna say it, but it almost makes me want to root for a landlord. And how dare I speak those words?
Gross, Joshua.
Erica, this might behoove you. Did you show her the cart narcs?
No,
So there's this
Sounds
channel.
like a made up word.
So there's this
it took me so long to process because I was like, that wasn't a word.
because you didn't read it out loud.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's kind of blown up. It was created in February of last year. It's now got 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. And it's this guy, Erica. Now, you brought up on a previous episode many moons ago that it's your hurt take, I think, was you fucking hate when people leave carts out in shopping center, like parking lots, right? So this dude,
You're just automatically a bad person if you leave your card out.
so that's what this dude's
This guy
doing.
thinks that
And so his video
you might get along with him.
is he just has a camera and then he has a megaphone. And I think the camera's strapped because he holds a megaphone and then he'll like point at people. And like, so when he sees people leaving their cart out, he just starts taking off just
Chases them down.
and just blowing in the megaphone like, hey, hey, hey. And like, they're just squealing out because like, and-
They obviously know they were in the wrong.
well, all the comments are like, well, they clearly know they're in the wrong. Look how fast they're driving away. And
It's
it's like, or a fucking 29-year-old dude's fucking sprinting at you in
Yeah.
a parking
That's-
lot.
it
but-
can't be that.
I saw that first video and it was the car driving around. I was like, this is pretty funny. This is a good, funny idea. Because I thought that's all it was going to be is like not really fucking with people, but kind of making them feel a little bit bad because they know. They know
Yeah.
that they left their
Mm.
cart out.
You should know.
But the dude is so unlikable to me. Like the one video I saw where he like confronts, it was two women. They were getting in a big SUV and they sort of just like put the cart behind their car and drove off. And he's like, oh, there's the rack right there. And they didn't take it. And so he starts fucking sprinting over at these women on his megaphone, like yelling at them. And they're like rolling down the window like this much. And he's just like, yeah, you got to put that car away. And they're like, okay, like I'll put it away. And like, they're clearly fucking scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's this psycho dude yelling at him. So that's how I equate this. Is like, and I looked it up. The dude's like a fucking morning radio host, like shock jockey, and that's how he started the channel. Is like he was doing a segment for his radio show, and I was like, that makes so much fucking sense.
It just seems like it's an entirely wrong way to go about that.
Yeah.
Anyways. It's like the amount of energy it takes you to chase down a car, you can just go fucking push the cart yourself. I understand like it's not getting the message across,
Yeah.
but maybe other people will see you and be like, hey, maybe I won't be a dickhead and I'll push a cart back to the corral.
Well, it's like his point clearly
Golden or
isn't to teach
otherwise.
them their lesson because he's filming it and putting it on the internet. The point is for him to make a scene and like cause a commotion.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's what this person is, where it's like, yeah, like if you're gonna take pride and like do all this work and then like make a nice apartment and then you signed a lease that says like, hey, we might be able to show off your shit if we want. Shitty lease, don't get me wrong, shitty fucking lease, but like, I want to be on your side so bad.
But that's how
you,
it was. Like
You fucking suck, dude.
when I lived in that shitty house in Carbondale. I mean, it's a house, so like if he wants people to rent it after us, he's got to show it to somebody.
Mhm.
So I mean, I get it, but it still sucked.
Mhm.
Also, the people that like when we went into that house to view it, it's a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Total
Real
shit
bad.
show. It's real bad. They left it in a really bad spot. Anyway, but we cleaned that shit up. We had cute stuff in there. And I guarantee you he only rented that place again because we made it look so cute. You're welcome.
Guarantee it.
You're welcome, Gary.
yeah,
Guarantee
bitch.
I think that was his name.
Dox him.
It was something like that.
Where do you live? What was the address?
Gary was a bitch.
What did you address your checks to?
I don't remember his address, but I remember
Gary
the address of the
that
house.
bitch. What, you remember his house?
No, I don't remember his address. I remember the address of my house,
Ah,
I think.
we don't need.
123 Cute Street.
Hello.
On the corner of Cute and Rent Me Lane.
Break time?
Guys, I'm pretty upset. I made the joke about the cart corral, and then I said golden or otherwise.
I completely missed that.
I mean, I
Man.
didn't hear it.
Yeah. So could you guys laugh at it now, please?
That's very good.
So good.
Now that we had a good
Honestly,
joke,
you've given so many. It's like you've had a buffet of jokes for us to consume,
fuck,
Jimmy
dude.
or otherwise.
And I'm so stuffed on that buffet. I need to go take a little break.
All right, we'll be back after these non-messages.
What if this is the episode we get sponsored on, though? Bye.
And welcome back to this half of the podcast
Hello.
where we talk about stuff. One of those
More
stuffs
stuff.
being
And
our
a
circle jerk.
couple of
Wait,
things.
before we get into the circle jerk,
Okay.
my mom called us right before we went on break.
Okay.
And I like made me a little nervous because I was like, oh, she knows I'm recording the pod. Like something must have happened. Like something bad happened.
She knows this is the pod block.
She knows.
She
Every Friday
knows.
night we record
We
the pod.
block it out.
Yeah. And she just wanted to make sure that I knew that my sister doesn't know how to pronounce the word ladle. Like, you know, like the
She
big.
say ladle.
She says ladle.
Fuck. Idiot.
She's, yeah, you gotta get the ladle on it.
Dumb, stupid fucking
I was like,
idiot.
what? The ladle. Bitch, you mean ladle?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it
What
makes
an
sense
idiot.
if you've ever only read it. I mean,
No,
it's
doesn't
it's
make
a
sense.
while
Christian
ago.
defending her.
It's wild to go 18 years and never heard the word ladle, but
Toby, you're dumb.
ouch.
Moving on.
Hot take.
I mean, I love her, but like, bitch, you dumb. Go
Oh,
on.
wow.
Circle George?
Circle Jurge. Of course, Circle Jurge being where we take a break normally from Reddit and try to judge around the circle. What do we got, Christian?
Are you gonna
th-
George us?
Yeah, this week I decided, you know what? I'd take a deep dive into your personalities, judge you that way. Josh
Uh-oh.
looked through my Twitter,
Uh-oh.
make me feel bad.
I didn't make you feel bad. You literally the next day started firing off tweets like you had a fucking good Twitter account or something. I gassed you
I
up
thought
for
I-
29 minutes straight.
Yeah, it felt good.
You tweeted at 8:30 in the morning like you learned nothing. That's not an optimal time to send out a tweet. And
You're
you
right,
got-
because
you
I
got
think I
what
got.
you deserved.
I
You
think
got
you're right
what
because
you
I got
deserved.
2 likes. So I decided to take a personality test just for all of us. I figured I know you guys well enough.
Okay.
I can take the test for you.
Like a Myers-Briggs or
Yeah, I decided to take the Myers-Briggs test.
Okay.
For people that don't know, here's a little-
Myers-Briggs is astrology for people with bachelor degrees.
pretty much. Here's a little information on it. Basically,
It's a hurt
It's a
turkey in
test.
itself.
it's a test to assign people into 4 different categories.
Mm-hmm.
There's Well, each person gets one of these 4 categories. There's introvert versus extrovert,
Mm-hmm.
sensing versus intuition,
Okay.
thinking versus feeling,
Okay.
and perceiving versus judging.
Oh
Ooh,
boy, if
wow.
we're not all J's, we're quitting the pod.
And so I decided to do like a little bit of research, see how people feel about this. This comes from the Wikipedia page for the Myers-Briggs Test.
Okay.
Independent sources have called this test little more than a Chinese fortune cookie and pretty much meaningless.
Yeah.
One of the worst personality tests in existence,
Yeah.
and the fact that just won't die.
Yeah.
So I figure this is probably a pretty good test
Perfect.
to determine
It's
us.
just astrology, man. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm an INFJ rising, actually.
How did you? That was so close.
Is judging in retrograde?
Who wants to go first?
Me.
Okay.
I want to go first.
I took the test for Erica. I know her like the back of my hand.
As you should.
She got an ESFJ, so that's extrovert, sensing, feeling, and judging.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty accurate.
This subset is considered the council. I don't know what that really means. I didn't decide to Google that word. CONSUL.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the
Console?
console. Yeah. Like you're consoling somebody.
Ah, that makes more sense.
It's all right, man.
No.
I was consoling him.
No.
Huh?
Like counsel. Like you come to me for counsel.
That's COUNCIL.
See, that's what I thought. And I was like,
CONSUL is consoling.
No, it's not. That's OLE.
Huh.
hey man, I didn't look it up either,
Is-
so
is-
we're all
we should
we
have a-
all don't know.
We should add a 5th letter that's smarter dumbass.
There is. It's so crazy you bring that up because there is a 5th letter nowadays. There's T and A. So
Tits and ass, yeah.
yeah, it's
If you're a
either
tit man
tits
or
or
an
an
ass
S man.
man.
Council is an official appointed by a government to live in a foreign city and protect and promote the government's citizens.
You
Yes.
do work for the government. So
That
I
does
guess
make
that
sense.
Makes sense.
So here's a little breakdown of the console. You're people focused, enjoying, asking.
Hang on. CONSOLE is also like a gaming console.
Mm-hmm.
This sucks, man. English is so bad. Continue.
You're people focused, enjoy taking part in the social community, and here's a quote: "Gossip is their bread and butter." So I
Yeah.
felt like that's pretty fitting.
That is very true.
Yeah, that sounds right. So
Ricky-
I'm an ESFJ.
FJ. And then
Write that down.
Ricky goes wild for gas.
here's a couple of your strengths and weaknesses.
Girl, you want to hear the gossip I got today? It involved the FBI.
Oh, shit.
I don't think you can legally tell us that.
Here's some of your strengths, Erica. You're sensitive and warm and good at connecting with others.
Yes, I am.
But here's your weaknesses.
I don't have any. You can skip
Vulnerable
this
to
part.
criticism.
That's so funny.
What? No.
I don't have any.
Too selfless.
Too selfless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Like you care too much about.
others.
others.
You like
yes.
consoling people, yeah.
And then I don't know where they got this one from, but often too needy.
Never needed anyone in my life ever.
Yep. That's totally true. That's so
fucking
accurate.
spot on.
That is spot on, but
You're also you're a tits person. You're
yeah,
an
what's the TNA?
You're an ESFJT for tits.
Is that really what it says? I prefer tits over ass.
Yeah.
That's so accurate, though.
Is that really what the last
No,
one?
it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
teeth or anus, yeah.
it's like assertive or timidness or something like that.
Oh, okay. So you're
So
assertive.
it's saying that I'm timid.
Yeah, you're more timid than
What?
assertive.
That's like
How
the only thing.
how assertive do you think you actually are?
If it's me defending myself, not at all whatsoever.
And that's how you would have answered this quiz. Here's some other ESFJs for you. Taylor Swift, bringing her back up. It's like full
Hey,
circle
girl, you wanna be
here.
best friends.
Steve Harvey.
Okay.
This one's a little out of left field. Cersei Lannister.
What?
Yeah, you can get
And
fictional character.
she's a tits man.
Yeah, she's. Yeah.
All right.
Then here's one just for you, Ricky.
Shame.
Dean Winchester.
It's that?
It's
Excuse you.
main character from the
Riverdale?
TV show
Excuse
Supernatural.
you.
Supernatural. Gotcha.
Joshua, we have been friends for how long and you don't know who Dean Winchester is?
You don't know Gene Winchester? How do you pronounce the
Guys?
Worcestershire?
I'm looking for a good number for a divorce lawyer.
This is Judges Get Divorced too.
The Electric Boogaloo, baby.
Let's go on to Josh.
Okay.
Josh, he's got an
INFJ.
ESTJA.
You think I'm an extrovert?
You're an extrovert, sensing.
Okay.
What are the other ones? Thinking and judging.
So when I said INFJ earlier, I was just completely wrong.
You're pretty close to me.
So ESFJ.
You're ESTJ.
Okay. Max or
And you're an ass person. This subset's
Are you an
called
ass man?
Definitely.
Yeah.
This person's
That's fair.
the subset's called the executive. Emphatically follow your own moral, sensible judgments.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I would
Yeah,
say that's true of me now.
You think you're always right, and I would say, yeah, that makes sense.
That's pretty true. I'd say that was true of me now and also before
But
and
you-
also in between then.
yeah. So do you?
Does that make sense?
Here's your strengths. You're direct and honest, strong-willed, and organized.
Okay.
Do those sound pretty accurate?
Relatively.
About as accurate as a fortune cookie?
Yeah. I'd say the only one that I teeter on is organized.
Yeah. I mean,
You're more
Take a look
organized than
around us.
Christian.
that's exactly how I felt when I was like, is he organized? I was like, well, compared to me, he's like,
Yeah, I upload the
An A.
podcast clips on time.
yikes.
Roasted.
Ouchie. Here's some weaknesses. Stubborn,
Yeah.
difficult to relax,
No.
and very judgmental.
I would say difficult to relax is the only one that's wrong because I
Oh,
get
you're
so upset at like other people who are always wound up. And I'm just like, I just can't imagine some people sitting home and chilling in a lazy boy. You know what I mean?
It's wild because
What was
you're a
the last
fucking
one?
uptight asshole to me. Judgmental.
No. Okay.
Here's some of your colleagues as an ESTJ.
Okay. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
Bam Margera
Yeah.
and Eleanor Roosevelt.
Okay, you got one of them right.
Did I really?
No, you're a fucking idiot.
I was so like, hell yeah, you got one right.
Judge Judy.
Oh, god damn it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Judge Judy,
Sucks.
she's an honorary judgy. She's
No.
got judge in her name.
No, you're in the likes of a ton of cool people here. John D. Rockefeller.
Who?
The original fucking oligarch.
He was the richest man in America back in like
Adjusted for
1910s.
inflation, he's the richest person ever to have lived.
yeah.
He was a railroad. No, he was
He's
an
a
oil
oil
guy
Hmm.
and used all of
baron.
his political power to like pretty much set America's laws. But he gets taught in our history books as being like this big
Okay.
philanthropist because it's like he gave away the equivalent of like hundreds of billions of dollars, but he was just so absorbently wealthy that it was like fucking chump change, and he also used a lot more money to just fuck everything over.
Yeah, he was like Bezos, but he spent his money and he used it only to make his life better.
That's the only thing is like at least he spent the money, which puts it back into circulation.
Here's another cool guy
Back then
for
they didn't
you.
have crypto.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh,
I heard he
baby.
was a cool guy. He
Oh,
only
yeah.
pulled out his dick a couple times.
He only had his superior fucking assassinated. Is that what you were talking to the FBI about?
Guess you'll never find out.
Another cool dude here. Cool dude alert.
Any whammon in there?
Nope. Dwight Schrute
Judge
from The
Judy,
Office. Oh,
literally.
no.
Oops. Dwight Schrute, everyone's favorite character.
Yeah. For being just a complete fucking dickhead. And Boromir from The Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Like he ended
The
up
worst one. I don't remember.
Wait, was
being
Boromir not the one who
he's
dies
the
right
ones
away?
that dies.
Okay, yeah. Fucking
I mean,
Ned
he-
Stark.
Yeah, he fucking sucked all the way until the very end. You know that, right?
Yeah, but he went down
So he
swinging.
was the worst one?
Yeah, he was the
I
worst. one.
fucking know Lord of the Rings.
At least he went down swinging.
And then there's sweet baby boy Christian.
I'm pretty upset.
Oh, about how accurate it was that you're just a piece
No,
of shit.
I just feel like I hold nothing in common with any of those characters or people. Like, give me a Steve Harvey. Like, I would have taken Neil deGrasse because I hate Neil deGrasse, but I understand
Why?
why I might be like him.
Why don't you like Neil deGrasse
Because
Tyson?
he's arrogant.
But he's so smart
That's
and cool and
how
knowledgeable.
you're almost like him. Yeah, none of the rest of the stuff. You're not sweet, cool, or knowledgeable. And here's sweet baby boy Christian. I'm an INFP T.
Uh-oh.
Tits man.
Tits man.
Wait, I was
Christian.
assertive?
Yeah.
Christian. Tits man.
Fuck.
Tits, man.
My subgroup is called the mediator.
Mm,
This is a very rare personality.
okay.
You tend to.
This is the coolest personality. You have the most swag.
They brought it up multiple times about like how rare and unique this personality is. I was like, it doesn't feel right.
But
Did you actually take the quiz or did you just pick which one you thought?
No, I took the quiz. I did the quiz for me, and I was like, I'll just do it for all of us. Why am I gonna waste time?
Of course, this was at work.
Shut the fuck up.
Got to make money off the podcast somehow, baby.
You tend to be quiet, open-minded, and apply a creative approach to everything you do. I'm like, oh my god, I do.
You're not very creative.
That would be my one thing.
What?
The other two definitely apply, but you're not
Wait,
very creative.
What? You guys are just goofing on me because this is a comedy podcast, right?
Just straight up goofing.
It's just a little goof. I get it. I'm not thin-skinned or anything.
Weaknesses, thin-skinned. Or anything.
Strengths, generous, passionate, creative. Again, I guess I am creative. The website says I am.
Christian, you literally talk about how you suffer from not having an imagination.
Shut the fuck up, Josh. I'm creative in other ways. Weaknesses. Conflict adverse. I would agree with that. Impractical.
Like you want to get away from conflict.
Yeah, I don't try to argue at all.
Mm-hmm.
Impractical.
Okay.
I would say I'm impractical. I just am a fucking idiot about everything. Self-critical.
Yeah.
Over-idealistic.
Okay.
Do you guys think that's true? Because I think I'm very creative. Do you think I'm being over-idealistic when I say that I'm the most creative out of this group?
That's pretty funny.
Here's some other INFPs.
It's gonna be cool, people. Don't you even fucking say Will Forte. Don't you even fucking say Will Forte. You're gonna give me Judge fucking Judy. You're gonna get Will Forte. Are you kidding me? They just wanted to fucking shit on me. There had to have been one cool person who was my personality type. Give me Kirsten Shaw. Let me star alongside.
William Shakespeare.
That wasn't Will Forte.
No, that was a bold.
You wouldn't.
William fucking Shakespeare.
William Fat Daddy Shakespeare.
Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Then here we kind of start to go off the rails a little bit.
Oh,
Bjork.
Okay.
William Wordsworth.
Wait, who's York?
Bjork.
Oh, Bjork. Okay.
Who's William Wordsworth? Is that William Shakespeare's pen name?
Well, this
Just
is what
the pen.
this is what I have written down. So I have William Shakespeare, Julia Roberts, Bjork, and then I have William Wordsworth.
Yeah.
Like 4 people from Lord of the Rings. 3 of them are elves, and then Frodo. Who the fuck are these people? I don't know, but we're rare.
Frodo also sucks, though.
Yeah.
Who's worse, Frodo or Boromir?
Frodo sucks so much worse.
Yeah.
But the fact that I had 4 real people, and then it literally just went to fictional characters. And they're just all just like elves from Lord of the Rings. It's just
and like elves you didn't recognize?
Well, it was like Galadriel and Eowyn or whatever.
But did you recognize them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, for you to not recognize them as a big Lord of the Rings fan, that's kind of crazy.
No, but I was
back
just like
to Judge Judy really quick because like I think you're giving her a bad rap when all I've heard about Judge Judy is that she's just like the nicest, most sincere person you'd ever meet.
yeah, we have a friend
Thank you, Erica. Oh my
friend
God.
who has a relative that worked on the Judge Judy set and says, yeah, she's
My
fantastic
issue is
to work with.
more with the entire concept of the show.
And that we
in
didn't come
that-
up with it first.
You have to settle out before you go on it, and it fucks over people. So it's not like even Judge Judy's thing. It's just like all those court shows are just fucking garbage.
I mean, it's reality TV, so yes.
And I don't know if you guys want to look at your phones real quick. I sent you a
Uh-oh.
quick link.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Just to see how close I was to your personality test, I gave you a quick.
Now, was I supposed to get this?
I also didn't get
It
it.
didn't go through.
Sprint, sprint, sprint,
Sprint,
sprint, sprint.
sprint. Okay, well here, Erica, you just.
Well, we can just cut if you want to take a second.
Oh, it's 4 questions, so it should be quick and easy.
Oh, so we're gonna take it ourselves and see if we get the same thing.
Yeah, see how accurate I was.
It's only 4 questions.
Yeah.
One for I.
Yeah, it's one for each letter. So here's the problem with this: is you guys could throw me a curveball and I'm fucked. I'm so fucked.
Oh, you took this quiz. This is a different thing than the Myers-Briggs?
Yeah. Well, this is Myers-Briggs, but this is a very simplified. This
Okay.
is only 1 question for each letter. The other
That's
one was
wild.
like
it's like 50.
40 questions. Yeah.
yeah.
But this one is, as soon as I took it, I was like, I ended up being the same thing, but I was like, there's no way they're going to end up being the same. When I can't have 7 levels of like yes or no's.
What was mine? It was
Your
ESTJ.
J. What'd you get?
ESFJ.
Wow.
Spot on.
Yes, I know my wife,
Okay,
guys.
listen, that site took out some really fucking shit ESTJs. We also got George W. Okay. Andrew Jackson. Grover Cleveland. William Henry Harrison. James Monroe. A lot of fucking presidents. That are all
I did
garbage.
leave James Monroe off there because I saw
Why are you
Lyndon B.
saying like
Johnson.
Monroe?
Monroe, whatever.
Monroe.
Monroe.
If you just click the letters, if you click the answers, I'll update it.
Okay. Are you guys gonna vamp or is it just gonna be?
Oh, no. So, how impressed are you that I got your shit right?
I mean, I would be very disappointed in you if you didn't get it right.
Really?
I don't understand this question. Choose the dialogue that you identify more with. Why do they never say what they really think? Well, I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's
sure
a
what
thought bubble and there's a word bubble.
You want to, what word bubble are you agreeing with? There's only one answer for you there.
Oh,
So just so you know, I have a mod downloaded for my Sims 4 game that gives people
That
the Myers-Briggs personalities.
now you're gonna have to apply this to all your characters.
No, it does it automatically based
Oh.
on like the traits that you pick for them.
Okay, I didn't realize that the Sims mod community so into Jungian philosophy.
The Sims mod community is just into everything.
Okay,
For all you Simmers out there, it's called a Slice of Life mod. It's pretty good.
how close was I?
well, I got ENTJ.
What was your original?
ESTJ. But the N or the S or the N one. What is it?
Was it the art?
Yeah,
picture?
it's art, and they both fucking suck.
I
So-
see. When I took that test, so I took that test, and as soon as I looked at it, I went, "Josh is gonna not want either of these choices."
All right, let's look up ENTJ famous people. Jim Carrey, Harrison Ford, David Letterman, Whoopi Goldberg, Al Gore. I'm ENTJ.
I'm so glad you got the other one.
What a stark difference between S and N. It's like every shitty white male president, or like the other one's like
Famous actors, like
Jim
good
Carrey,
actors.
yeah, Al Gore, the one who got away.
Oh,
All right.
that's so funny.
Well, that was a fucking trip.
I mean, it makes sense because you do just fucking suck.
yeah. I have been described as the George W. Bush of our friendship, of our friend group.
Yeah,
You're
definitely
always
confident.
just
Someone you'd
dropping
love-
bombs. What?
I'm dropping bombs, but really it's my subordinates that are really doing all the big work. And I'd be a cool guy like you'd want to grab a beer with, but probably shouldn't be in charge of anything.
Yeah.
And from Texas.
Oof.
That's the worst one.
Also an ass guy, George W. Big
Famously.
ass guy.
Famously. Have you seen Barbara?
She
Is
got
that
a
his
donk
She
on
got
her.
a fucking dump truck in the back.
All right. I got to go back to Reddit real quick.
Let's just say not the only place Bush is in her last name.
Oh shit!
And I ain't talking about baked beans.
Oh shit!
All right, boys. So
What do you got for us?
I got a new subreddit.
Whoop.
This one, I think we've already talked about it, but r/Tinder? Is that
I
new?
don't think we ever talked about it directly.
All right. So basically, thank you, Joshua.
Don't, I'll edit it out. It's just meant to be a whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Thank you, Joshua. Wonderful. So r/Tinder is just screenshots that of either like conversations between two people on Tinder or like a Tinder profile. So this first one is for Jessica. Okay, she's cute.
Young, blonde, white lady.
Her little biography right here.
Mm-hmm. Erica showing off all of her familiarity with Tinder.
Yeah. So she's into running and baking. She's a cat lover. She does CrossFit. She cooks.
Left.
Ideal woman, right?
Instant left.
Is left good or bad?
Bad.
Why?
Yeah, instant left.
Everything about that is just not ENTJ material.
ESPN, yes.
She's a liar. It all is saying that she's a liar. She's very shallow. She's giving you very shallow, artificial answers.
Okay.
I would know this because I'm in INFP.
I honestly thought you were about to say, because I'm on Tinder, and I was going to be like,
I'm on Tinder.
Well, as a
just to
creative,
say-
I'm just there for the creative mojo.
shut the fuck up. She is looking for a man
Mhm.
or woman
Okay.
who is
all right.
orphaned and is a billionaire. They must also be
Okay.
anti-prenup because prenups are anti-love.
That's true.
Good life insurance policies are super sexy. Heart eyes emoji. I prefer someone smaller than me, but I'm not very picky.
How
Oh,
tall
I-
is she?
Doesn't say.
5'5".
Like small enough to smother in their sleep, or
Mm.
I definitely thought she was like looking for Batman there when it opened up with
Orphaned
orphaned billionaire.
billionaire.
I was like, she's just trying to marry Batman.
All right.
I mean, technically, what constitutes being an orphan? Like,
no parents.
so like, is Jeff Bezos an orphan because his parents are dead?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, really?
If you don't have parents, you're an orphan.
I just assumed it's when you grew up without parents.
So like, if
I
I
don't know. I make shit up all the time.
if
so.
I'm 63 and my
'Cause I'm
parents
actually
both
the
kicked the
creative one.
bucket, I could just go to an orphanage and like beg for some bread or some shit.
Yeah.
Moving on. Kyle, 24, is an assistant coach. He's a gamer, loves soccer and festivals.
Okay.
He's super into music and museums.
I'm super into Kyle. Is he a
Hello,
cutie?
ladies. Look at the last guy you matched. Now back to me.
Oh God, he's doing an Old Spice bit.
Now back to the last guy you matched. Now back to me.
You know what's crazy is that he accidentally got swiped because he was like, look at the last guy, and they swiped, and they just like, fuck.
Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped leaving his bio blank and had better pictures, he could be like me. Look down. Back up.
God,
Where are
this
you?
sucks.
You're on Tinder with the man of your dreams. What's in your hand? Back to me. I have it. It's a pizza with your favorite toppings on it. Look again. The pizza's now your favorite dog. Anything's possible with
He's
you
gonna
when you match
buy
with
them
me
a
on Tinder.
dog on the first date.
Oh, not even on the first date. Matching with them.
Mhm.
Match with this man, you get a pizza and a dog, both with your favorite toppings.
I take it back. I fucking hate Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
But like 16-year-old Christian would be like, oh, dude, Old Spice, bro. That's fucking funny.
And then the very next one that I found was the same thing, but a girl, from a girl's point of view. Sadly, she isn't me. But if she had a cute dog, a hot tub, and is a goofball, then
She
she
went out-
could be like me.
She went out with Kyle one time, got all that, and was like, all right, now I got.
Brilliant.
My ex and I broke up after 3 weeks, right after he gifted me my 4th hot tub.
And she says, look down, back up. Where are you? You're on Tinder looking at the girl of your dreams.
God. Listen, guys, I know you guys don't have experience with dating apps. Dating apps fucking suck.
Uh-huh.
They bring out the worst in people, and it hurts to look at them. Like, my coworker was on Tinder, and we'd be looking at, like, for guys for her.
Good
And
for you. Don't judge.
that's fair. I mean, I was in a relationship at the time, but that's fair.
Could be in a better one.
If there's a Kyle out there, it's giving me dogs and pizza. But it became a running joke of like, I mean, and this is a common trope, but so many guys have pictures with fish
Oh,
in
yeah.
their dating
come
profiles.
on. In rural Illinois? Absolutely.
Well, and like, she lives up more closer towards Chicago, so it was even in
She's
like
in,
the
in the
city.
suburbs.
But it's so funny because like we would always talk shit about it, and then the person that she ended up dating had a fucking fish a picture in her profile.
How the mighty
and
have
they
fa-
fish all the time.
How the mighty
she
have
loves
fallen.
fishing.
I mean, yeah, fishing's a good time.
Incorrect, but it's just so funny to me. Like
Absolutely incorrect.
a big trend that I saw for girls was like using Snapchat filters,
Mm-hmm.
which is just like that's crazy to me.
It's a bold move to
A bold fucking
obscure
move.
your.
Not even that, but like I mean, yeah, it's part. It just seems like maybe this is because I'm an ENTJ, but I find that like unprofessional almost.
Unprofessional.
Yeah. And like maybe have one of them, but to have like a slew of 5 pics and they all have the fucking bear ears on them, a Snapchat filter that hasn't been available for 16 fucking years. Continue, Erica.
All right, so this one is a screenshot of a message. The girl messaged first. She says, "Hey." And then like 8 hours later, the guy messages. And he goes, "Hey, I do believe the man should approach first and show interest in the woman he likes. This is going to be always the role of a man, even if it's 2021 or 1790. I do not believe a woman should lead this. So I think we should not continue talking. Good luck."
Amen, brother.
That was Lyndon B. Johnson right there. That's the funniest part about this stuff too, is guys will like always bitch about like girls don't message first, and if they do message, it's just like one word, and then when they do message first, then they get pissed that they messaged first and like, oh, a little forward, isn't true.
Mm-hmm. This one is another profile. No name, no picture really. Bio says, what similarities are there between a 9-volt battery and my asshole?
If you lick them, you'll get shocked.
You know you shouldn't lick it, but you do anyways.
Oh yeah, brother.
On our first date, I will carve our initials into a tree. It's the most romantic way of letting you know I have a knife.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that on Tumblr.
Threatening.
That quote.
I'm into that.
That's another thing you get a lot on those things is just copy pasted sentences.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard to be as creative, as somebody that's like an INFJ.
That's not what you are.
Fucking an INFP like me.
T.
The creatives in the world.
Here's another message. Can I treat you like a snowstorm, give you 6 to 9 inches, and make it mildly inconvenient for you to walk and leave such a mushy mess afterwards?
Oh.
LOL, please don't hate me.
Already do,
I
bud. Too
And
late.
she says,
hate them so much.
Should have hedged your bets sooner.
ha 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 ha, as long as you don't leave me cold and dead on the side of the road.
That's bad.
Then he goes, what the fuck?
No, what the fuck
She
to
says-
him?
Yeah.
Snowstorms can be unpredictable. Accidents happen.
I mean, kudos to her. He should have played along.
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's
Like
his
if she threw him a fucking, she threw him a bone there.
Yeah, she went along with his stupid fucking opening line.
Mm-hmm.
This dude fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Do you have more, Erica? Because there's something that
No, that's all the Tinder
Okay.
ones I have.
I'm gonna look up something real quick. So I found a new subreddit.
Wow.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Excuse you, on my episode?
It's just real quick because I don't know how I could put it into
Real quick.
I don't know how I could put it into like my own episode because I'm not gonna be able to find more of them. But there's a subreddit called r/pickup lines, and there's got to be a bunch of shit in here that's bad. But this is the only one that I could find that was like fucking hilariously bad. Not safe for work for sure was the name of the post. Hey girl, you need to knock on wood. Well, I got a better idea. Why don't you suck on my nice long wood and have some glue come out?
Oh my God.
So I think that would be a good Tinder opening line.
I don't think it would.
Suck
No,
on
it's
my
I-
wood and have some glue come out.
No.
Elmer's,
Or otherwise.
yeah.
I prefer Gorilla when I'm gluing wood products together.
I mean, you can get
Believe they have
Elmer's
a
wood glue.
I believe they have a superior product.
That's fair.
Such as my glue is a superior product. Because I'm an INFP.
And that makes your cum better,
Yes.
more virulent.
Yeah. We're kind of rare like that.
Okay.
It's a very rare
let's,
personality.
Like, wrap this shit up.
Because you're very fertile. The F stands for fertile.
Yes. That is true.
And the J stands for glue. And the T
The
stands
J-
for tasty.
I feel like there was a J word that, is being alluded to using the word glue there.
Jizz.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And if that makes sense to you guys, why don't you go ahead and like our video, subscribe, share the podcast with your friends, and why don't you hop on over to our social medias?
And I can tell you where those are at. I'll hop on this bandwagon. You can like us and follow us and tweet at us and all that social media jargon stuff at Judgies Pod on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and TikTok.
Wow, so many options to consume Judgies content.
There is exclusive TikTok content on TikTok currently.
Go check it out. We've got like 100,000 views or something.
It's amazing.
So
Famously, I berated Christian for tearing pants, and then I tore my pants as we were about to record, and that is
Very
on
funny.
TikTok if you want to see the reaction.
Was a good time. You know, this is a good time. Leaving reviews. I know we have a lot of people
I
out
just
there
checked the
listening,
other day, but I'll double check.
listening on their iPhones. So just go to the Apple Store podcast app and go leave us a little 5-star review. Embarrassing. Leave us a 5-star review. It'd make me feel real good. And I need that serotonin, guys.
It fuels your creativity.
Yeah.
The less comments we get, the less creative we get.
Yeah, the creativity just drops.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just got so much, but I could definitely use more creativity.
If we don't get enough 5-star comments, then our show will no longer be dope. I mean, what do we got? Anything?
Nope, nothing
Okay,
new.
well, in that case, guys, see you next time. Have a
Okay,
good day.
bye.
The judges love you.